Captain's log. Harriman.
Space.
Refugees to Earth.
Ensign Sulu, can you locate them?
The ships are bearing at 310 Mark 215. Distance, 3 light years.
Signal the closest starship. We're in no condition to mount a rescue. We don't even have a full crew aboard.
We're the only one in range, sir.
Well then. I guess it's up to us. Helm. Lay in an intercept course and engage at maximum warp.
Aye, sir.
Captain, is there something wrong with your chair?
We're within visual range of the energy distortion, Captain.
On screen.
What the hell is that?
I've located the transport ships. Their hulls are starting to buckle under the stress. They won't survive much longer.
We're encountering severe gravimetric distortions from the energy ribbon, Captain.
We'll have to keep our distance. We don't want to get pulled in too.
Tractor beam. Tractor beam.
We don't have a tractor beam.
You left space dock without a tractor beam.
It won't be installed until Tuesday. Ensign Sulu. Try generating a subspace field around the ships. That might break them free.
There's too much quantum interference, Captain.
What about venting plasma from the warp nacelles? That might disrupt the ribbon's hold on the ships.
Aye, sir. Releasing drive plasma. It's not having any effect, sir. I think the
Sir,
ribbon's
the
holding.
starboard vessel's hull is collapsing.
How many people were on that ship?
265.
Sir, the LeCoul's hull integrity is down to 12%.
Captain Kirk, I would appreciate any suggestions you might have.
First, move us within transporter range. Beam those people aboard the Enterprise.
What about the gravimetric distortions? They'll tear us apart.
Risk is part of the game. You want to sit in that chair.
Helm, close to within transporter range.
Second, turn that damn thing off.
We're within range, sir.
Beam them directly to sickbay.
Aye, sir.
How big is your medical staff?
The medical staff doesn't arrive till Tuesday.
Who they detail now? You just become nurses. Let's go.
Main engineering reports fluctuations in the warp plasma relays.
Sir, I'm having trouble locking onto them. They appear to be in some sort of temporal flux.
Scott.
What the hell? Their life signs are phasing in and out of our space-time continuum.
Phasing to where?
Sir, their hull's collapsing. Beam them out of there, Scott.
Transport complete. I got 47 out of 150.
Report!
We're caught in a gravimetric field emanating from the trailing edge of the ribbon.
All engines full reverse!
There's just no way to disrupt a gravimetric field of this magnitude.
Hull integrity at 82%.
But I do have a theory.
I thought you might.
An antimatter discharge directly ahead. might disrupt the field long enough for us to break away.
Photon torpedoes.
Aye.
We're losing main power.
Load torpedo bays. Prepare to fire. My command.
Captain, we don't have any torpedoes.
Don't tell me. Tuesday.
Hull integrity at 40%.
Captain, it may be possible to simulate a torpedo blast using a resonance burst from the main deflector dish.
Where are the deflecting relays?
Deck 15, section 21 Alpha.
I'll go. You have the bridge.
Wait. Your place is on the bridge of your ship. I'll take care of it. Scotty, keep things together till I get back.
I always do.
"45 seconds to structural collapse."
Bridge to Captain Kirk. Kirk here. I don't know how much longer I can hold it together.
That's it! Let's go! Activate main deflector.
We're breaking free.
It's all right. I'm increasing power to compensate. We're clear.
Lieutenant Kirk! Damage report, Ensign.
There's some buckling on the starboard nacelle. We've also got a hull breach in the engineering section. Emergency force fields in place and holding.
Where?
Sections 20 through 28. On decks 13, 14, and 15.
Bridge to Captain Kirk. Captain Kirk, please respond. Have Chekhov meet me on deck 15.
My God! Was anyone in here?
Aye.
These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Her continuing mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no human has gone before.
Captain Kirk, please respond. Damn it, Jim. The hell's the matter with you? What were you thinking? 6 months later, Stardate 9856.4. I've always known I'll die alone. Figures you'd be right about that too, doesn't it? Goodbye, Jim. USS Enterprise B en route to the Antares system. Warp 3. Stardate 9856.4. Conscripted physician's personal log. You're damn right, conscripted. What the hell else do you call being shanghaied out of retirement by Starfleet's little-known, seldom-used reserve activation clause? I could live to be 137, something I find extremely unlikely, and yes, that's my medical opinion. And I'll never understand why, of all the doctors in the universe, I'm the only one qualified to deal with an outbreak of Tyrellian virus. Ensign. Yes, sir? I need someone to point me to the way to the bridge. Of course, sir. And don't call me sir. Sorry, sir? If you want to find the bridge, you ask the computer to locate your current position and calculate the optimal way to your destination using one of the 5 available turbolifts. Son, at my age, the only patients I've got belong in a waiting room. Understand? That's very clever, sir. What if I just escort you to the bridge? That would be dandy. Welcome to the bridge. It's like I never left. What, Starfleet designers only know one design? John Harriman, did you enjoy your tour of the ship? I spent most of my time in the deflector control room. Of course, our ship's doctor can acquaint you with sickbay if you haven't. I've seen it. You'd think I'd start any mission, even one I was drafted into, without paying a visit? I just came up here to pay my respects. Let me know when we get to Antares. Dr. McCoy. Sir, I just wanted to... Well, I'd like to apologize. And I'd like to be home. The universe is full of disappointments. You're angry with me. And you're very perceptive. You have every right to be. Your friend died while aboard my ship. Permission to speak freely? Of course. I reviewed the ship's logs and the bridge recorder, and I'm here to tell you that Jim Kirk didn't die while aboard your ship. What? You weren't in command. As best I can tell, Jim Kirk was in command. He was calling the shots. You were figuratively balled up in the fetal position. Can I go now? Dr. McCoy. Look, I'm sorry. I miss my friend, and it's making me pissy. More pissy. Forget about it. I wish I could. If you think it's easy being the captain who's responsible for the death of a monument, you're wrong. If you think I don't feel the weight of that judgment in everyone's eyes, everyone, especially my crew, you're wrong. The mission to the Antares system is the first time the Enterprise B's put to space since, well, you know. I'm only here to make sure she's in proper working order. Once I do and this mission's complete, I'm resigning as captain. I'm resigning from Starfleet. In this life, you gotta do what you think is best. Klingon battle cruiser in orbit around Antares. There shall be no peace as long as Kirk lives. General Choroff commanding. Sir? Just musing, Kerr. The Empire, as ever, was as good as its word. Kirk is dead, and now peace is upon us. With the Kittimer Accords signed, peace seems more than upon us. Except that the Federation is about to violate those accords by sending a Starfleet battlecruiser into Kittimer disputed space. I don't understand, nor do you need to. Nevertheless, and with respect, but the crew, careful, Shoggoth. Your tone suggests a questioning of your commander's orders. Not questioning, my liege, merely understandable curiosity. There are rumors among the crew that the plague on the planet below is somehow our doing. You can't make a Gaddafi without cracking a few frills, Shoggoth. So you're saying that I say nothing. I admit nothing. Save that the universe is a complex place, filled with all manner of wonder. And that honor and glory cannot be negotiated away with 1,000 accords. Come? Mind if I come in? Of course. I poured myself a drink. Would you like one? I owe you an apology. I've been an ass. Maybe it's grief. Maybe it's because I'm an ass. Either way, I'm sorry. I'm not sure what you have to be apologized for. I've been pretty damn harsh on you. Harsher than you deserve. Reasonable minds can disagree on that, Doctor, but if you don't mind me asking, what brought this on? A man can't have a change of heart or an attack of conscience? I was thinking about it. Jim's death. Honestly, I haven't been thinking about much else these days. And it occurs to me Starfleet's bureaucracy is as much to blame for Jim's death as you. The beam counters put you to space without photon torpedoes or a functional tractor beam. A better captain would have found a way around those limitations. A better captain did. And now he's dead. You want some unsolicited advice? I'll take any I can get. Your problem's not in the past. Jim Kirk died. Some people blame you. Some people blame the bean counters. But none of it matters because it's in the past. But in the present, you've got to contend with a crew that, from what I can tell, has as much faith in their captain as he has in himself. Which is to say, not a whole hell of a lot. And it doesn't matter you're planning on putting in your papers at the end of this mission. You've still got a crew you need to see through it. That crew, they saw me drop the ball. They saw me indecisive. They saw me unsure. And they saw 369 souls die as a result. I can see them through this mission, but they'll always see right through me. Okay. Some more unsolicited advice then. Jim always said half of being a starship captain is acting like one. In other words, fake it till you make it. Fair enough, but you've got to admit, Jim Kirk never needed to fake it. Yeah, he faked it all the time. Hell, that was the man's tactic of choice. Tell you a story. The last voyage of the original Enterprise, well, let's say an unofficial trip to a planet called Genesis. Genesis, a lot of that stuff's classified. Then keep this quiet. When we got out to Genesis, we came under attack by a Klingon bird of prey. We traded photon torpedoes. We hit them bad, but they got us worse. We only had a skeleton crew aboard. The rest of the ship was run by automation. And, well, the ship-to-ship combat overloaded the system. We were dead in space with no shields, no phasers, and no photon torpedoes. You could see it on his face, but Jim Kirk was scared. What'd he do? What he always did. This is Admiral James T. Kirk of the Federation Starship Enterprise. Your presence here is an act of war. You have 2 minutes to surrender your crew and vessel, or we will destroy you. He bluffed. And it worked? No, actually, not this time. It was just a matter of time, I suppose. Question the odds. You bluff enough times, sooner or later your bluff gets called. The Klingon commander called Jim's bluff. The Klingon was holding Jim's son hostage. He had him killed. I can't describe the look in Jim's eyes. His son killed, his ship defenseless. For the first time since he was a cadet, James T. Kirk didn't know what the hell to do. You're alive. You must have thought of something. True enough, Jim knew that the Klingon commander would send most of his crew over as a boarding party, and that some were already on the planet's surface. So he beamed us down there, and when the Klingons were aboard, he scuttled the ship. He blew up his own ship. He blew up the Enterprise. It was the only way. It was just a ship. Starfleet made another just like it. The important thing is that Jim saved lives. I see. I'm telling you this to make a point. It's okay to be scared. It's okay to be unsure of yourself. But you've got to put it away when you sit in that chair. Remember, when you're on the bridge of this ship, you're not John Harriman, you're Captain Harriman. And captains are never afraid, and they always know what to do, or they pretend to. Well, you're a wise man, Doctor. You're a wise man, Doctor. Nah, I'm an old man. People just mistake one for the other. Yes, Captain, we have a Klingon battlecruiser in this sector, closing fast. I'm on my way. Captain on the bridge. Status. Klingon battlecruiser, Captain Katinga class. She's at 1,200 meters and closing. No communications as yet. On screen. Yellow alert. Not red, sir? Red alert requires us to raise our shields, which in this situation would violate Article 7 of the Khitomer Accords. And don't question my orders, Lieutenant. Aye, sir. Yellow alert. Energizing defense fields. Hailing frequencies. Hailing frequencies, aye. Klingon vessel. This is Captain John Harriman of the Federation Starship Enterprise. You are in violation of Article 6 of the Khitomer Accords. We're on a humanitarian mercy mission, which is permissible under the penalty for this transgression is death. She's powering up her weapons. Red alert. Raise. Mr. Maru, shields. I can't, sir. What? The shields aren't responding. They must have targeted the emitters. I didn't even know anyone could do. Quiet tomorrow. Take evasive action. Mr. Maru, work on getting those shields up. Hard to starboard. All power to the weapon systems. Fire at will, Mr. Maru. Damage report. Weapon systems are down. Helm is non-responsive, Captain. Engineering, we need emergency power now. In a few minutes. We don't have a few minutes. Hailing frequencies. Captain? You heard the order, Lieutenant. No, Captain, you can't surrender. Sit down, Commander. But, Captain, sit down. That's an order, Commander. Hailing frequencies open, Captain. Commander, Klingon vessel. This is Captain Harriman. We surrender. Repeat, Enterprise surrenders. Prepare your ship to be boarded, Captain. Give me a minute to inform my crew. 1 minute. Mr. Maru, set all ship stores of photon torpedoes to detonate in 30 seconds. Mind if I ask, Captain, just what the hell you're doing? What Jim Kirk would do. He blew up his own ship. He blew up the Enterprise. It was the only way. It was just a ship. Starfleet made another just like it. The important thing is that Jim saved lives. Transporter room. Listen carefully. Time is up, Enterprise. Very well. Engaging transporters. You did it, Captain. Transporter room, do you have them? Yes, sir. Take them to the brig. Yes, sir. Well done, Captain. Thanks, Doctor. Thank you, Doctor. No, thank you. You saved our lives, and when I watched you do it, it reminded me of someone, an absent friend.